So, just kind of talking today about the van and what I've done. I've done a few things. I've torn some of the paneling off in the back up here, over here, obviously, where the bulkhead is. And I'm going to be putting in a shelf right there. That's going to go from here to here. It's only going to be about 6 to 7 inches long this way because of the headroom. So what I'm going to put in, though, it's going to be about 45 inches wide. So it's just like a regular, basically it's going to go through the headboards here, through the airbags to cover that up. So I kind of did that yesterday. I'm kind of getting through it. Still waiting on some products. Obviously the weather today here in Cleveland, Ohio is awful. It is. I woke up with about 5 inches of snow on my van on April 1st here in northeastern Ohio, and I cannot believe it. I am shocked. It doesn't shock me. I mean, middle of April, we saw, a foot of snow before, so. Anyways, that's why I want to get out for this godforsaken state. But, basically, just a couple things I'm going to be doing with the van here in the next few weeks. I'm going to be building that shelf probably in the next couple weeks. And basically on a weekend when I have off, because I'm having some different training for my one job. I'm going to have off Saturday and Sunday. Going to have that shelf done. Now, I've talked to some people. They said, well, just get a cot to start out with and then build your bed as you go along. Well, I look at cots. The problem with this vehicle is that it's a mini Promaster. It's a Promaster City. It's not a full Promaster. And for something for weekend trips or to live in, part-time, it's only 60.3 inches wide over the wheel wells. Between the wheel wells, it's 48 inches, which is the largest in its cargo class, which is nice. But at the end of the day, if I have a 38-inch wide cot, I don't have a problem with length. 77 inches. I have 87.2 until I get to the back of the seat. There's really not a lot of room. You're looking at about 20 inches. Now, I'm a size 14 and a half. I'm a big dude. So it's going to have to be somewhere around a 30 to 32 inch length if it was a cot. The only thing I don't like about cots, they're not really versatile. I'm sitting sideways. Not a big fan of them. They're hard, and a lot of them are 14 inches. If you go to 12 inches, you're too low. 14, you're just right. But a lot of them that are sturdier for my size usually are about up to 16, 18 inches, and this is only about 51 inches high. So it's about 37 inches of sitting room. I'd be sitting like this on a 20 or an 18 inch with a 3-inch foam. 12 inch would be good, but then how the hell, I better have good core muscles because I'm gonna go, oh. So I came up with an idea that I kind of am gonna steal from this one guy who built his Dodge Caravan with a baseboard that's a back seat with storage underneath, storage in the back, that flips over into a bed. Now, what I like about his idea is that it's actually something you can flip over. You don't have to open up the van for a small space like this. And I like it because it's convenient. The thing is, being a big guy like I am, I'm going to have reinforced 2x4s instead of 2x2s. He's got 2x2s in here. It's going to have to be 2x4s on the bottom legs. Those are going to be kind of pricey. But, I mean, I could probably build this bed under $100. Now, a cot I can get for around $100, but it's just stationary. This thing I can flip over, I can flip back up, I can flip, and still I can make it 36 inches wide because I'm about 31 inches. I have, basically, let's see, here's what, 28 inches, about 28 inches inside, 24 inches wide. Okay, so I'm about 19 inches wide. I'm a wide load. So, I mean, 19, you add 10 inches onto that, you got 29 inches at the most. Add another 5 to 6 inches. You're at 36 inches, that's pretty sizable. So 36, and then have, basically 36, and then on the other side, it's going to be 2 10-inch on the sides, storage and cabinets. So I'm going to have 14 inches on one side. I like I said, I have no problem with it. I think that's going to be a better build because then the 14 inches on the one side and 10 on the other. The 14 inches I can put a Coleman stove, dual burner stove on one side, and then I have enough room underneath for storage where I can put my Dometic fridge 12-volt fridge underneath where I have the battery bank. Now, I have been discussing and kind of going over certain things when it comes to storage for the batteries and stuff like that. I'm thinking about, because I'm not dating anybody. I mean, I might take out the seat. I don't want to. Personally, I would like to have it here just in case somebody wants to ride. But if I do take it out, it would really open up the space, meaning that I can put my battery banks here. I can put more storage up front. I can kind of get through here and get into the back. Or another thing I was thinking about was reversing the seat. The problem is that if I reverse the seat, where am I going to put all the battery banks and stuff? But underneath these seats, they're about 12 inches deep. So, I mean, I could put 2 batteries in each seat if I wanted to. Charge controller and all that stuff. I can put that on top, on the side, and some of the wood paneling for the shelves. That's not an issue. That just takes time. But I'm just kind of debating about it. But I think I'm going to go with that bed. Because this Ram Promaster City does have a lot of room, surprisingly. It doesn't look like it does, but it actually is very roomy. But it just sucks right now with the weather. I can't get shit done. But, so yeah, going with that bed. I think that one's going to be the best that I can see right now from out of all the models. It's the most versatile. It's the most space absorbable in the sense that I'm not going to feel claustrophobic. With something like a cot, and then you have, like, say, a 10-inch shelf on the side or counter on the side, you have 14 inches in between there and the cot, you're kind of claustrophobic. I don't want a claustrophobic look. I want it to be, a little open. I know it's not going to be spacious, but I want something that's going to be there. Now, as far as comfort, I know a lot of older guys need comfort. Personally, I can sleep on a hard mattress. I can sleep on the ground. I'll probably have either a 3-inch pillow topper, or it'll probably be something where it's going to be a foam, but it'll be a hard foam. It won't be, memory foam, because that tends to harden up in the wintertime. I have memory and soft foam, 1 inch each type of foam. There'll be 3 types of foam on the side. That'll be fine. I slept on the floor in this van last week with no problems with a sleeping pad, so it's not an issue. But I'd like to be raised up a little bit. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. I think that's going to be the best option. Just have to reinforce it on the back, because I'm a heavy dude. I'm reaching 300 pounds, so obviously I got to lose weight, but got to reinforce the back and of course the legs and the trusses on the side with L brackets. It's gonna be 4x4s instead of it's 2x4s instead of 2x2s. Because you just need 2x2s. I'm like, yeah, maybe if you're 185 pounds, but you add 100 pounds to that, half inch plywood. Oh, that's okay. It's gonna be 3/4 inch or 1 inch plywood. I'm gonna make it pretty heavy duty. Even when I lose weight, it's gonna be heavy duty. Because it's got to withstand the test of time. And then, for insulation, it's probably just going to be a simple, probably either just upholstered. I was thinking about doing that, because upholstered foam with underneath. The problem is that sticks to it, which I can do, but you can use a glue gun. You shouldn't use a glue gun when you upholster with foam, because if you just spray it on there, it dries right away. See, if you use a spray glue, it kind of goes on there quickly. We'll see. I think that's an option because it'll make it neutral. I can use marine carpeting, upholstery. I think 20 yards would probably cost me $150. I could probably do it for 75, but I'm probably going to make mistakes. And then the foam will probably cost me $70, so that's $200 to upholster it. And it'll have that 1/2 inch of foam insulation, so that'll be good. But anyways, just some ideas out there. It's coming along, just tearing apart stuff, getting ready to build when the weather gets a little bit better, as you can tell out here. It's pretty bad out. It is snowing like a banshee, and it's April 1st.